Did you see that? Didn't it look like a prison escape? Who were these people and what were they trying to escape? Where were they trying to go? Well, let me assure you, these are not prisoners. They are workers. They worked at Apple's largest assembly factory in Zhengzhou, better known around the world as iPhone City. The factory is run by Foxconn, one of Apple's biggest suppliers. Why are they leaving? Well, these workers are scared. You see, there was a COVID outbreak, and China continues to stick with its strict zero COVID approach. So the workers were locked up at their workplace. These people are now escaping that very lockdown. Where are they going? Well, many of them are taking a long walk back home. There is panic and chaos. Zero COVID has triggered a major humanitarian crisis in China. Tonight, we'll tell you the entire story through 5 videos. Video number 1. These are a set of photographs. They went viral on Chinese social media. What do you see here? Different groups of people. Again, these are workers at Foxconn. They left iPhone City. None of them, as you can see, are empty-handed. Most of them have backpacks. Others are carrying their own personal belongings in their hands. You know, things like blankets, clothes and other personal belongings. Where are these people going? Reports say they chose to walk back to their hometowns on foot. No one knows the exact number of people who left Zhengzhou. But these pictures make it clear that for many of them, the journey back home is a difficult one. They are walking through highways and fields. But why such extreme measures? Well, it only seems to be the only way out to beat the zero COVID restrictions in China. The Foxconn plant has been locked down for days now. People have been trapped in their dorms. Their movement has been severely limited, and authorities have a tight system to track the employees at this plant. There are claims that their living conditions had severely deteriorated. There was a risk of food shortages. Perhaps that's why these workers are taking such unprecedented steps. Take a look at this now. This is video number 2. Again, these are workers from that same Foxconn factory. Just look at what they had to endure. Clearly, they are desperate. There was a time when people flocked to Zhengzhou to work in iPhone City. And there's a good chance if you own an iPhone, it was produced in this city. It is known as the Foxconn Zhengzhou Science Park. It produced 500,000 phones a day. Now that's up to 350 in a minute. Workers were taken care of. The facility had multiple 10 or 12-story buildings. Workers were given dorms there. They were even given food. Entrepreneurs and vendors moved to Zhengzhou to set up businesses and serve the needs of the workers. And now, that same economy built on the back of iPhone production is collapsing. How big is the COVID outbreak there? We can't say for sure at this point. No numbers have been released by authorities. But the situation is deteriorating. Reports say food and medical supplies were running low. There was total chaos in the dormitories. The local officials have tried to step in and restore order. And they have now resorted to some extreme measures. Take a look at video number 3 now. Some workers who tried to escape were caught, and this is how they were punished. So what were those employees being sprayed with? An anti-COVID spray, according to one claim. Is that how China plans to contain a COVID outbreak? By blasting a disinfectant at workers? It is a desperate situation for the workers. Some good Samaritans stepped up to help. This is video number 4.
看兄弟们已经到咸阳了，这是给大家准备了一些中药啊，还有方便面、火腿肠、鸡蛋糕、雪碧、可乐 矿泉水，可以给大家泡啊，免费自取。
Thankfully, those workers got some help. Some others weren't so lucky, however. That brings me to video number 5. These workers, again from the Foxconn factory, took a ride home on the back of a truck. Reports say that some truck drivers tried to help the workers out who were trying to return home. Chinese authorities didn't spare these drivers either. Some were identified and sent to quarantine. We don't know what happened to the workers or whether they were able to reach back home safely. China's zero-COVID policies are no longer about pandemic prevention. They are inflicting an economic and social toll. The workers are already paying a price for zero COVID. Apple has already pivoted away from China. It has started manufacturing the new iPhones in India. More people are suffering because of zero COVID. Disneyland in Shanghai shut its doors today due to an outbreak. Several visitors remain trapped inside. They cannot leave until their test results come back negative. These sudden lockdowns fuel further more instability. They might also force more businesses to reconsider their investment in China. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.